Beautiful people, welcome back. Another episode, Sunday Sessions with Rich podcast. If you're new to the show, welcome. I love you. Episodes are dropped every Sunday. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Yeah, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Yeah. Anywho, guys, I know I took 2 weeks off of YouTube, but here we are, guys. On today's episode, man, I have a great friend of mine, Andrew, co-workers with each other, really fucking great guy. I love this guy. Andrew, welcome to the show, bro. Cheers from the UK.
Hey, cheers. Nice to see you. Thanks for having me on, Rich.
Yeah, brother.
So I'm Andrew. I work with Rich. Rich is a great guy. Got a really open mind. Just like me. We're alike in many ways. I feel like he's a brother to me. I've only known him for about 7 months now, but
crazy, man.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride, but on the work side of things, but time to get a little deep today.
I know.
Conversation. So
I know. We was talking about guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment. If you haven't, I want to hear from you. I know shit. Yesterday we was talking a little bit about what was it yesterday or was it last week? He was talking about just like LSD and just like the whole acid shit. So talk to us a little bit about your experience.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I was still in high school. I was a young one and decided to try it out. And I messed around with some stuff. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, first time I did acid. It was it's pretty crazy. It was me and my other buddy from high school, and I mean, it totally changed my point of view on life itself. Like opened my third eye,
Hell
if you
yeah,
will.
bro.
Something, man. It was crazy because I mean, I was tripping, I was having a great time, but it was really the next day I woke up and realized something about me changed, and it was just like I said, just opened up a whole other side of me that I didn't even know existed, and here I am today, and I've literally have not changed that sense of mind since then. So it's pretty great. Yeah.
All it does is just like you said, it opens up the third eye.
Mm-hmm.
The veils are like fucking lifted from like what we can currently see in this matrix, and that's literally what everybody fucking say. Because when we came into this bitch, we came into like under amnesia, so you forget who you are at the core. There's a spirit having a human experience, and then you get all the media's programming and society that kind of like shapes you into a version of yourself that you're not, right? Mm-hmm. And then whenever you take, even if it's acid, shrooms, whatever the fuck it is, all that shit just wipe off.
Definitely does. Sorry, my guy was in the middle of
a drink, but don't apologize, brother.
No, it really does. You're totally right. And like you said with the media, I mean, so what I'd like to really talk today about, the main topic is like, why did anything ever how did anything ever like, how did anything ever happen? How do we exist? We don't know. We don't know.
$1 million question, bro.
I know. No one knows. We know what we're taught from a very young age. And we're taught, what our parents are taught, or our family was taught, and what our teachers were taught, and the way they were taught it, and what the news says to us, and reading and articles and newspapers, and it's wild. So we don't really know. We never will know. No one will ever know.
That's the mystery of this shit.
It's crazy, man. It's really crazy, and it's really bugged me for a long time, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people. I've sent a couple people into depression for a month or two with this conversation.
Hey, I'm with it, bro. Let's fucking
talk about this shit. But I mean, it's like I said, I'll go back to how did anything ever anything. So it's like I never really know where to start this conversation, but it's
don't think, just talk.
We're on a rock floating through space. And we're breathing air. We look at things and we're familiar with them. Like, that's my TV, that's the wall, like that's the ceiling, there's a roof above it to protect me from the cold and the wet, and I mean, we just know things as they are. The sun,
Yeah.
like we just look up at it. It's like, yeah, it warms the earth, and we tip like that towards it, and then all of a sudden it's warmer up here, and then it doesn't make sense. It does, but that's what we're taught.
Right.
So, when you really think about things, it's like, I mean, nothing really matters. Like we're a speck of smaller than a speck of dust. Like
Mm-hmm.
when scientists are measuring things by this like speed of light, which is over like 600 million miles per hour,
Yeah.
600 million miles per hour. And they're talking about seeing things that are 700 million light years away. Like that shit's nuts, dude.
Oh, not even mention, even adding to that too. This not the only reality out there.
No,
And people just think it's like, for example, people don't believe in aliens. You think we the only freaking beings in this whole vast universe? Like, come on now.
no,
Come
no,
on.
no, man. There's definitely that. I mean, with just endless nothing. Like, yeah, there's something. There's definitely other beings out there. We just don't know, man. It's crazy, and
Do you think people like afraid to like think that it's like, I think it scares them though. Because like you said earlier, people were programmed to think a certain way. So anything that challenge that scares the shit out of us.
yeah, well, it does, because it's like, we want to conform to a certain, reality, like you said, where everything we're taught and everything we know is right, because we
Mhm.
know that it, because it's just all we know, man. It's all we know. It's like, do you okay, so I'll get a little bit deeper into this. So do you remember anything before you were born, Rich?
Hell
You
no.
like the
Hell
First
no.
World War, like,
Hell no.
way back in the day? No,
No.
me neither, because I remember shit when I was like 4 years old and up.
And
So
that's it. That's it.
yeah, okay. So answer me this: what happens when we die?
I
Do
personally think we just go back to like where our soul was before we came here. I personally believe that our soul came here for a reason, to experience whatever it wants to experience. So me, for example, I came here to assist the collective during this global awakening during this time. So I'm doing that in multiple ways. This podcast, my book, and certain other things I'll get into as I continue to get older. But I know this is why I came here. And then whenever I dip back out this bitch, we'll see what the next story is.
right? And that's a great point. I just think, I don't know, personally, I believe we've just returned to that state that we were in before we were born, but we don't know
Mm-hmm.
what that state was because we didn't exist. But now we know what existing is like,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get that taken away from us again. I don't know, it's tough. And that's why I get a little bit into religion. I'm not gonna bash anybody, any certain religion, anything like that. I think belief in religion is super important. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we would have gotten this far as a society without religion. So I think it's very important. But I will say, which one's right? Which one's the right one? There are over 4,300 religions in the world.
I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, over 4,000 religions. Which one's right, Rich? Tell me,
Oh,
which one's
bro.
right? No, I don't
First of
know.
all,
Like,
I grew up. I'm like, we could talk about anything on the show. I'm open to all conversation and shit. Which episode is this? What episode is this? I think this gonna be, because I'm on episode 77 at the moment. Fuck it. This gonna be episode. I'll make this episode shit. I think 79, 8, 78. I don't remember. But the point what I'm trying to make with this shit. Um, I grew up Christian. I grew up in a Christian family.
same.
Grandma making me fucking go to church every Sunday. Didn't want to do that
Yep.
shit. Didn't sit right with my soul. Even when I was there, something ain't feel right, like on a soul level. And I always question, like, is there something wrong with me? Am I gonna go to hell? Because I don't really care to sit here and talk about God and all this extra shit. I'm not saying it's extra, but I remember one time, bro. I spoke about this on episode before too. I was a bit older. I think I was like 23, 24 at the time. My grandma was like, "Can you please go to church with me?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna just do it to kind of shut you up," kind of shit. So we
Right.
get there, and me understanding how energy works now, me having had already went through my spiritual awakening, I'm in a church and I understand how like vibration and words and affirmations, you know, I understand those are like spells and just like energy, right? So I'm in church, big screen, you just see all these affirmations, you hear people just chanting, and my soul is ratting like, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here. So I literally walked out the church and I sat in the car for the rest of the service till she was done. I was like, hey, yeah, I can't do this shit. This don't feel right no more.
Mhm. Dude, that's really crazy you say that, because I was brought up the same way. Church every Sunday. My mom was raised Catholic, and my dad was Baptist. So I don't know, we went to church every Sunday.
Mhm.
I felt the same way, man. It didn't resonate with me, never did. Just felt like a story. Because
Literally.
I believe that's exactly what it is just a story. And it's one religion out of 4,299 others.
You want to know
And
something, bro? I'm finna trip you out. You want to know something? When
yeah,
you in church, you ultimately worshiping yourself because we're all God, we're all the creator. So when you're in church, you're literally worshiping yourself in that moment.
whoa, whoa, yeah. And you're right. That's crazy. I didn't think of it like that. Though you really are. I mean, I don't know. When it comes to
We
religion,
get
like
deep
I
on this
said,
show, bro. Hope you're ready, man. We get deep, brother. We get deep.
oh, we getting super deep. Let's go. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Let's go.
No, but like I said, like I think religion is very important. People need that belief. So I'll never say, you shouldn't believe in that. Why do you
Mhm.
believe in that? That's wrong. Like, no, because I don't know that it's wrong, and I don't know that you're right, and it doesn't affect me. So believe what you want to believe in,
Right.
Um,
We all got free
and
will.
exactly, everybody's got free will. You can do what you damn well please,
Do what you damn
you
well.
know. And if it's not affecting me, I'm not gonna say a damn thing to you. So, but with religion specifically, it's really tough because all around the world they have their own different beliefs, and a lot of countries have you know religion, and where am I trying to go with this? But yeah, so it's like,
That's that tree.
yeah, no doubt. Oh shit.
Man, I ain't
Yeah,
spoken about a month, bro. I'm missing that shit.
I know, man. I know. It's I'm pretty high. I'm pretty high myself. But yeah, so having a religion, it's like it's hard to talk to my parents because they're still very religious to this
Yep.
day, and still going to church and are watching sermons and whatever. And it's like I've had the conversation with them a couple times after I've had my spiritual awakening myself, and I asked them straight up, I'm like, how do you know you're right? Like
Yeah.
how do you know you're right? Like, I'm serious, I'm not bashing you guys, but
Did they
how
get
do you
the
know
answer
you're
when
right?
you
It's
asked
like,
that?
yeah, they're like, well, it's just what God said, it's in the Bible. It's like, how do you know that's what God said? It's like, God is, I mean, there's probably over 4,000 other different gods. Like, how,
Oh,
which one's the right one? I don't think there is. I just don't think there is, personally. And I think we just exist out of, I don't know if it was, I mean, it's obviously something scientific that happened, but the Big Bang, I mean, who the hell really knows? I don't know if that's to be true either,
mm-hmm.
but we just came out of nothingness. I mean, I feel like there should be a higher power, something, but I don't feel it in here, man. I just don't. I never have. I don't think I ever will. I don't know.
And the thing, like again, like um, we never bashing someone's belief, but we will question shit, right? And we'll question it respectfully. Because early in my the thing with the spiritual journey, bro, when I first had my awakening, you want to wake up as many people as possible, right? Because you just like, okay, I know who we are now, and I want to help everybody else remember who the
Yeah.
fuck they are. And then you start getting a little bit judgment. You get very into your ego, right? So you say, and I'm like, I was reading old tweets of my shit when I was in like first had my awakening. I'm talking about like kind of like I'm mocking people and like who believe in God and stuff like that. And I was like, damn. But then you realize the stages. You realize, okay, you wake up and then you realize that everything we knew is a lie. Next is you realize you're the creator of your reality. So you're the manifest of this whole experience, right? And we're all co-creators in this shit. So right now, me and you are sharing a space as a
Yep.
creator. Then you wake up a bit further and you realize that everything is divinely orchestrated. So everyone came here to experience certain things. Your parents, they came here for a specific reason. My mom, she came here for a specific reason. So we respect that, right? Not gonna try to sway your opinion. We give you the, because you got free will, right?
Absolutely.
Then it gets to the point of, okay, damn, what am I actually here for? And then you start fully living in your purpose. It's fucking levels to this bizarre ass shit.
It's wild, man. Consciousness in general, like the way we're communicating right now. Let's think about that. Let's take a step back. Like there are two flaps of skin in my throat that are vibrating.
Damn,
Okay.
yeah.
And they're coming out of my mouth into words, into this little microphone here, and traveling halfway across the damn world into your ears, and you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And there's thousands of different languages. So it's like, and that's just it's all we all have the same vocal cords. They're all vibrating the same way, just a little bit different.
Yeah.
And like that shit's wild. Like to be able to do that. I mean, people they take things. I mean, that's it's not for granted, but they don't think deep enough about just the small things. I don't know how you couldn't. Like, I mean, I know my weed smokers out there do, but a little bit more. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
But think about it too, bro. And this one thing I realized too. Our souls have been here a multitude of times. So some souls are still fresh in this human vessel. So during their past experiences, they haven't had enough, I guess, growth or experience to be on the same awareness or vibration that you and me and millions of other people are. So for example, the conversation that you had with your parents, you planted that seed in their soul, right? So then next experience where they're either your children or your dog or whatever role is reversed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, since they had that experience with you, they can now level up a little bit more in the next experience. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. And I could see that because especially bringing it to somebody's attention and then having them sit on it for a year or whatever, and or a couple of years and don't mention anything about it again. That they're just left up to their own their own free will, like you said, to come up with their own conclusions and maybe start questioning things. Because I mean, it's not all what it seems. It never has been, and I just think being able to exist and what we've been able to do as a society is just insane. And the only way we just know what we're taught. And that's just the craziest thing, because like that's all we know. Like we know that a tree grows green leaves because it's green, and the bark is brown. We know that it has roots that go under the ground, and there's little squirrels that climb in the trees. Like we just know that. But that's crazy. Like that's crazy that that's able to happen. That like, you look around and there's trees everywhere. I mean, just trees,
Even
like
that tree is
water. Like,
consciousness, though.
dude, I know it's stupid. It's stupid. It's crazy. It's unfathomable. Like you
Bro,
cannot.
I
You
was
cannot.
uh I was downtown tripping on acid one day. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm seeing the trees like actually alive and they're dancing. Like in their like little spirit form. So I'm sitting in Millennium Park, and the trees dancing and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Is this how you guys actually look like when the veil is lifted, or like just from like the different perspective of the vision? I'm like, fucking hell, bro. Ooh, funny story too, bro. So we're the creators, right? Where we vibrate, think, etc., etc. So I'm experiencing like manifestations in real time, like while I'm downtown. So I'm tripping, and I made a judgment thought about somebody. 3 seconds later, I hear a girl in the back of me judging me, and she said it out loud, but I was able to hear it. I'm like, damn, is this is really how shit is? Just like
Damn.
in more real time. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. It is. It's wild. I don't know. It it makes so like after realizing all this, I don't get upset. rarely ever. Like rarely ever. I mean, yeah, there's things that have
I
pissed
can't
me
picture you
off.
upset though. No, it is.
Dude, I
It's just
I
one
know.
person that pisses off when we know who we talking about.
Yes. We won't talk about
You
that
want
on
to
this
talk about that?
episode. No, but like it's crazy because what was I saying? Oh yeah,
I'm getting upset.
I'm happy all the time. I really am. I'm a happy person. I always will be, always have been. Kind of pisses my fiance off because she's not happy all the time like I am, but she hasn't indulged in the same things that I have. But
You have like a
um
certain level of optimism that people just can't understand. Like even when shit gets
yeah,
rocky, they like, how are you so even killed?
yep,
I just know shit go work out. So what's the point of getting mad
yeah.
about it?
Yeah, it's either gonna work out or it's not. You know, it's not gonna work out in your favor, but you know it's gonna happen anyway. So you just got to come to that realization where life is way too short, man. Like I am not guaranteed my next damn breath. Like
True.
I mean, knock on some damn wood, I could die right now.
Mhm.
And that'd be the last experience I ever had. That would be the last conversation I had with my mom or my
Mhm.
sister or my brother or my fiance or my best friend or whoever, like. And people really got to realize that they don't take life for granted because it can be taken away super fast. So there's no time to waste to be upset or be angry or be pissed off about shit because it's just not worth it, man. It's just
Cause
not
you
worth it.
you feel it too, bro. Like for like you gotta like you catch yourself getting upset about something, and then you feel like your energy drop, right? And then you just gotta
Mhm.
you gotta look. Sometimes you gotta have a conversation with yourself. Like, look, okay, is this worth vibrating this low? Where my mood is fucked up, my day is fucked up. And then two, what people don't know too, you hold on to that energy. Universe don't know, good or bad. It just knows energy. So you putting out a vibration, you holding on to that vibration the whole day. More shit manifesting to mirror your bad mood. Universe don't know it's a bad mood. It just know your command. So more shits go come into your reality that mirrors what you want, then you'll keep being more pissed off. Oh, this is a fucking terrible day. Fuck, fuck, fuck. And then the universe, okay, well,
Mhm.
more, 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 more.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta hold yourself accountable. And that's tough to do, bro. That's fucking tough to do.
Oh, it is, man. It is. I know exactly what you mean. Like if you're having a bad day, more you'll everything that normally wouldn't be bad to you will make your day worse. Like it just will. It's just because you're in that mindset. You got that fuck everybody, like
Mhm.
attitude, and it's like it's not worth it. It's like I said, I mean, just be happy. Like that's if we all got along, man. Imagine what this place could really
Bro, if
be. Like
everybody does microdose on some shrooms, it's,
yeah.
it's fucking game over, bro.
Dude, I know. Just drop them out of airplanes everywhere. Just put them in the water,
You get shrooms. You get shrooms. Bro, it's funny because like I had people like, well, this work related. People think like because me and you joke, me and you talk shit a lot, but we don't be serious. We know we just
Yeah.
fucking with each other.
Oh yeah.
And people be thinking we say like, bro, no, this is just fucking me and him just having banter back and forth. Like me and Andrew know what it is.
It's a
We don't gotta
regular
talk about it.
conversation.
You feel me? That's how we talk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a regular ass conversation. Um, yeah, he likes to call me Andrea, and I call him Rachel, and I don't know, we just bullshit all day.
I do because I was thinking about this too, bro. Like, damn, we had to have like some type of experience in the past life because like me and you connected like
Oh, it was like
fucking
that, dude. It was
instantly,
like
bro.
day two, I think. Like
I was like,
it
I was
was.
like, if me and him went to school together, we'll be chopping some shit up.
Oh hell yeah, man. Hell yeah,
That'd be
absolutely.
my guy. I wanna hold on, I have some points I want to talk about. So one thing I've noticed too. So again, I haven't smoked in about a month or some change. My dreams, bro, has been intense as shit. It literally feels so. Who fucking says this? I think it's what's that fucking dude name? What's that dude? Donald Glover, whatever his rapper name is. I can't think his name.
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. I
Yep.
think he said either him or Frank Ocean said, no, it's Frank Ocean, my bad. He said my dreams got vivid when I stopped smoking pot. And that's the realest fucking shit ever. Like it feel like a movie scene. It's random as shit. It's as detailed as possible. And I wake up and it's been like this for the past since I've been here. And I'm like, damn, because I do know like I was aware that smoking makes you forget your dreams, right?
Mhm.
Um, and you don't really get to fully experience everything. But since shit been weird as shit, like I'm just random shit. I had a dream that I fucking stole a school bus. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but I wasn't me. But I'm not me in these dreams sometimes. Like I'm just like other people, and I'm like, this shit is fucking weird.
Yeah, dreams are crazy, dude. It's just like a subconscious within your consciousness. It exists, but no one knows why we dream. Still, like, would they know that we have more like increased brain activity while we sleep, and our brains are lit up, with neurons going crazy, firing off while we're sleeping. They know that, but they don't know why we dream.
Mm-hmm.
And my dreams come in spurts. Like I'll go 3 months, I won't dream once, but then I'll go 4 months and I will dream every night. And
That's
every
crazy.
night will be a vivid ass dream. Like I'm in that stretch of like no dreams lately.
Mm.
But yeah, man, dreams are fucking wild. Dreams are wild. Like
A lot of
I'll wake
messages.
up saying some shit. Like, yeah, like it's crazy. I have to write them down when I get up, or like type them out, and so I can remember them. But I mean, they still fade away. And that's crazy how dreams will just fade away
You
too.
gotta
Like,
like hurry
wow.
up and kind of like remember that
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, as soon as I get up, I'm like, that was a
Yep.
crazy dream. Like I gotta remember what I dreamt about. Then I'll read it 4 hours later. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Like what's the significance of this shit? Because
I
it's
know.
have you been peeping like angel numbers and shit? It's like 3 3s, 4 4, shit like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
now I know that that's like our guys and our higher self communicating with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even dreams too, or you hear something on the radio. Have you ever read something, bro, that you know is for you? Like it's a message, or you hear something that you know is for you because it's
Oh,
at
yeah.
that point that connection is being made, and you know that message is for you.
Yeah. Like right now, you and me.
See?
Yeah. No,
Legit.
seriously. Like, I mean, yeah, I do see that. Like even like some commercials and shit are like, see on shit you see on TV. It's like, wow, like I was really meant to be here for that and see that, or or
Synchronicity.
just different moments too, like seeing different things, seeing different like interactions between people out in
Yep.
public, and it's like, wow, like man, I was meant to be here for that.
Yep.
If I wouldn't have ran that red light, and like been 2 seconds later for that, I wouldn't have experienced that. It's shit like that too, dude. Like
It's just
time.
synchronicity, man.
It's crazy.
Everything is synchronicity. It's supposed to happen in that moment. That's why you experiencing that shit. There's
Yeah.
no people like, oh, there's no coincidence. Like there's no coincidences in this shit.
Hmm.
Just good, like it's no coincidence. If you heard something or something happened, oh, I ran into this person. What's the coincidence of that? It ain't no coincidence. It's called synchronicity. And you supposed to fucking meet that person. That's why that fucking shit happened.
Hmm. Yeah, and there's no way of stopping it. We're meant to be wherever we're meant to be at any given time. Whether it's something you don't like you get in the fender bender in the morning, you're like, ah, shit, that really sucks,
But
blah
then
blah
why did I
blah.
get into that fender bender? What was I
Right.
supposed to learn from this? Or was I okay? I got into that fender bender, but then now I have this new perspective. Or I ran into this person who ended up changing my life. But it wasn't for that fender bender, it wouldn't have happened.
Right. What if I would have went through that intersection and I didn't get into that fender bender and I got smashed by a semi? Like
Right.
you don't know,
See,
but
right.
it's crazy. But what if that fender bender caused me to get smashed by a semi, later on, because of the amount of time, like you just don't know. You're meant to be where you're meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. That
Every
reason
fucking
is,
thing.
yeah, the reason's completely unknown, but ooh, here we are, man.
Bro,
Here we are.
one thing I've been really adopting to my life recently is just like surrender, right? So we all know everything that happens for a reason, right? Every single thing. Like you could miss the bus and you can be upset about it, but it's like, okay, I was supposed to miss the bus. For example, me, I would, shit, multiple fucking examples. Um, just for example, some shit might happen, right? And then now I'm being present with saying, okay, I laugh when the shit happened first. Okay, what's supposed to happen from this? Because I'm either gonna react angrily or I'm just gonna take a step back. So I know it's happening for a reason. So now I'm curious. Okay, this happened. Okay, what is it happening for? Surprise me. Because now I know it's a game that's being played right now. You got my attention. Now
Yeah.
what's next? So when people
Mhm.
if people can look at it from that perspective, it takes you out of that victim mindset too. Because
Yeah.
people so badly want to just be a victim instead of having that victor like perspective, knowing that it's all happening for you. I'm really big on perspective. I'm a perspective guy.
Me
Perspective is
too.
key.
It is. It is key. And like for example, like I don't know of any crazier circumstance, but yeah, Rich knows about this, but my fiance and I were hit by a drunk driver out on the boat. We were just chilling, we were sitting still, watching the stars, and then we're in the middle of the night, all of our lights on, and we got hit going some dude going 20 miles an hour, drunk as shit. It's
Fucker.
like they had yeah, oh, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I've never wanted to kill somebody so bad in my life.
Man.
No, I didn't. But I did.
In
But
that moment, come on, man.
no,
You
but
got that shit with me.
it's like it's a 400-acre lake. Okay, it's not a very big lake, but we were the only two boats out there, and we got hit. Like we got hit. We were meant to get hit, man. Like there's no other reasoning behind it. Like we were meant to be there at that time, that second. Like I had literally just taken her back to use the restroom, and we were like, should we go back out or not? So we sat by the pool for like 10 minutes. We're like, yeah, we're gonna go back out. And then right after we stopped, we literally got hit. And it's like, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's like,
And in that moment, you like when you okay. So for example, when you told me that, I could have responded in that moment. Okay, well, bro, it was supposed to happen, but you too upset. That's just not what you
right.
want to hear in that moment. So I'm being
Mhm.
insensitive. Yeah, I could be thinking that from a higher perspective, but that's not what you want to. That's not what you need in that moment, right? You
Right.
pissed off. You and your
Mhm.
lady got fucking hit by a boat. You don't want to hear,
Yeah.
oh, you got hit for a reason when you in pain and
Yeah,
shit. Like you don't
right.
want to fucking hear that shit, bro. But then,
That's right.
but then later on, when shit settled down,
Mhm.
now me and you having this conversation where you know what happened for a reason. Now we can have that conversation. Now I could be okay. Why did you think that happened? What did you learn from that? Not even learn. What do you think was meant to show you kind of shit? Because now you in a different space.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, yeah, definitely was pissed off, and that would have been the last thing I wanted to hear. Well, you were supposed to get hit, bro. Like you were out there for a
See,
reason. Like you're supposed to get
you
hit.
don't want to
Like
fucking hear
no,
that shit, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah, no,
my boat
no, not
fucked
at
up.
all.
Don't tell me that shit was supposed to fucking happen right now.
Right. Like fuck you, man. My boat's
Right.
trash. Like what are you talking about?
You paying for that shit? No.
Yeah,
Shut up.
this shit the fuck up.
You know what? Because
Oh
bro,
man,
I
that's
was I
funny.
was a victim of that, bro. Like you have good intentions when shit happens, but in that moment,
Mhm.
that's not the space the person needs. They don't need a kind of like a higher perspective. They need you to just to be there, share that space, and then when that other person's able to have that conversation, when they're ready, then you can have that conversation.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, same with really anything. You just got to be, a little sensitive towards certain things at
Mhm.
certain times with people. But yeah, like right now, it's like yeah, I think about it, like that shit sucks. But what did I get out of it? A brand new fucking
That
pontoon, like
bro,
a
that
whole
shit
yeah. Oh, it's
noise,
nice. It's nice, dude. It's nice.
noise.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check it out. We're gonna be out there.
Hell yeah. I know
But
you was talking to and then a surrender moment. Heading to Colorado. I think it's like the second time. Both times I almost missed my flight, but the second time, um, it's traffic. Left early as shit to make sure I made it. My buddy, he going out there with me too, but he taking a different flight. His flight got canceled. So because his flight got canceled, my flight got canceled. So literally, if his flight wasn't canceled, by the time I got there to the airport, my flight's supposed to take off. So if it wasn't for his flight getting canceled, my flight wouldn't have been canceled and pushed back by like an hour. I would have missed my shit. So I'm like, damn.
damn, dude, that's crazy.
So when I'm in traffic, I'm panicking. I'm like, okay, another surrender moment. This is happening for a reason.
Yep.
Why? Then I get a text message. Your flight pushed back for an hour. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm like, I'm surrendering for now. Fucking on. I surrender. This is a joke. Like the universe joking with you at that point. It's playing like hide and seek.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Fuck,
You gotta
man.
laugh in that moment. And then too,
Yeah.
my Uber driver, really fucking cool guy. We was talking about everything with like the COVID and the jab. I'm curious about your opinion on it, bro. What's your take on all this craziness going on?
Oh shit, man. It's crazy. I think it's something it's something that we haven't experienced as a society for a long time. Not just the disease, but just the I mean, just it's it's so divisive. It's so divisive, man. All it is just it's just dividing everybody. And I think it's a horrible disease. And I think, with the vaccinations, I think you should get one if you want to. And if you
Right,
don't,
freedom of pro-choice,
you don't
freedom of
have to
choice.
exactly like you don't, but I mean, if you don't get it and businesses don't want you to be there, or you can't do certain things. I mean, that sucks, but it's like, it's their decision
Mm-hmm.
to let you in or not. Just like, if you're overserved at a bar and they want to stop serving you, they can do that too, like, and kick your ass out. So I mean, I don't know, I see a lot of bullshit, and I also see a lot of, just realism, and just it's hard, man. It's been tough. I mean, I've been lucky enough, my family hasn't got it or anything like that, but I mean, it's affected every single person on earth. And if you say it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't affected you, then you're bullshit lying, because
Right.
it's affected everybody. And you know I don't know, man. It's never gonna go away. It's gonna be one of those flu
Like the
things.
flu
And
shit, yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be, get your COVID shot this year, just along with your flu shot.
It's
But
just another flu that's being heavily marketed to divide people. My thing is, why is it being pushed so heavy, right? You don't push the flu that heavy, right? You people know that the flu exists, but you're not pushing it heavy. And then two, what I've noticed, like I said, pro-choice, freedom of choice, what you want to do.
yeah,
Love
I
you,
agree.
still love you, I personally had it, right? My body did what it do best. Welcomed it in, built the antibodies. We
Get his
cool.
ass out. Yeah,
You have to get your
yeah.
ass out. But then
Mhm.
one thing I'm noticing too, because I mean, again, you got to know why the root. Heavily programmed. It's two powerful forces in this world: love and fear. People will operate from a constant flight or flight mode. So you're going to constantly be in that state of fear. When you're in a state of fear, you go do anything. You go believe anything. Logic goes out the fucking window.
Mhm.
I have a freaking guest on here called Human Vibration. She painted something so fucking. She said something so vivid to me. If you could smell a fart through your pants, what makes you think these masks go protect you from a virus? And then when you
I
break that
agree,
shit
man.
down, it's like that makes so much fucking sense.
It does. It does. I mean, your eyes are sterile. Like, your eyes are they're clean. Like, and if you can contract it through your eyes, we ain't wearing no fucking eye mask out
Bro,
here.
and
Yeah,
even
like,
like the skin absorbs shit too. People like,
it
come
does. Oh,
on,
yeah, it pours in your skin. Absolutely. And these masks that everyone are wearing, they
fucking
literally
hate
say
those.
does not protect against COVID-19, because the micro it's too small of a virus. The level's too small, and it goes right through the mask. But I mean, hey, if you want to wear a mask, great, do it. Fantastic. But it doesn't protect me. I mean, it
I'm
doesn't
a
it don't
I'm gonna keep it a buck because it's my show, so I'm gonna just talk it how it is. I don't give a fuck. I'm at the
yeah,
gym, bro, and this lady, and I'm not making funny, but I just think it's logic has to come into place at a certain point. Critical thinking is all I'm trying to get to. She's on the treadmill running, mask off. She gets off the treadmill, put the mask on, walk to the next machine, take it off. What the fuck was the point of that?
no,
What was the point?
there isn't one, man. And just like, it's like, you're okay to eat, or drink when you get, no one will question you, like, oh, he's
Right.
eating, or he's drinking, no problem, he's got his mask on, no problem. But it's like, there's no difference. There's no
So
difference.
different, bro.
You might as well take that mask and just throw it, because it ain't doing shit, no
I
matter what.
haven't worn one since I got on the fucking plane. One thing what was not being said. Like again, if your immune system is shot and you feel that you need it, by all means take it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
what's not being remembered or said, of course, because the media doesn't want to promote this because it's all an agenda. Diet, sunlight, and a healthy lifestyle and fitness.
Mhm.
If you are good in all those, you have a healthy immune system. I always use my mom as an example. She's unhealthy as shit. And she's the most fearful thing of this COVID. I'm like, Mom, and I have these conversations like, Mom, your diet is shitty. Your immune system is shitty. Regardless of, the jab, because you can still get it if you have it or not. So at that point, it's like, if your immune system isn't the best, what you worrying about it for? And when I posed that question, she froze because she was like, because you causing the cognitive dissonance. She was like, and she didn't want to admit that I was right because parents don't want to give you that leg up. They don't, even though they
Never.
never. You
I
can
don't
make
care how
them.
old you are.
They will never, because like now you the parent, so now you know some shit that you feel. But she did.
Yeah.
She froze. She thought about it, and I saw her face. She's like, "Damn, that makes sense." But she would not. She wasn't gonna admit that shit. And I'm like, how many boosters and fucking jab pills you got to take for you to feel safe when it's just all about taking care of your immune system? It's natural immunity at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know. And very well, your mom could be super unhealthy and she can get it and she may never have symptoms at all. But they also can be
Damn.
really, yeah, it could be really bad though too.
Mm-hmm.
It is tough for a lot of people and it's hard for people to wrap their minds around, except for, that people that were, went through that Spanish flu in the early 1900s, but I mean, that's the closest thing we have to compare it to. But this virus could have been really bad, dude. Like
Mm-hmm.
these viruses could be really bad. The mortality rate could have been a lot higher. And I guarantee you and I would be having a different conversation on this
Big
shit
fact.
if it was. But these viruses can kill a lot of people, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think of it, it could have wiped out all of us. It really could have. Like
Mm-hmm.
something with can do that. Like that is possible. And we're lucky that only 5 million people around the globe died of it
Mm-hmm.
and not
But how do we know that
billions.
though? Because
We don't.
the news reported that number.
Because the news told us. It
It
went
still
in
be
my
the news.
ears, man. I read it. I
Hey,
read it
hey,
somewhere.
they said, oh, because then you have false positives, right? I had a before I got in sales, I was working at security for this building downtown, and I was networking with the building, and network with the CEO of his sales company at the time, and he put me in the sales program and yada yada yada. Oh, damn, what was I going with the story? This wine's starting to sneak up on me. What was I fucking going with the story? Don't drink wine, folks. Don't drink wine because you feel what you're saying. Fuck, what was I going with the story?
Security or networking.
Now, point I was trying to say is fear is the disease. When you operate from a level of fear, your body shuts down, right? And that's what's happening to people. Now people are paranoid. You can't walk past somebody without thinking, oh, do you have it?
You got it?
You got it? Bro, I wasn't fucking Jules, bro. And it really broke my heart. Like, I get so passionate about talking about this because it does sadden me. Um, I'm in Jules shopping, and this old lady like stood in a little cut until I moved. That's how fearful she was. I was like, fuck, like this shit, like, and you have to sympathize because that's their reality.
Yeah,
Really a
you
reality.
do.
Now, I think about this too. What if I wasn't as aware as I am now? What if I was still operating on a certain level of consciousness? I would probably be fearful. I would
Yeah.
probably be fucking fearful. So I look at it from both perspectives. It's like, damn, like this shit get deep, man.
Mhm.
This shit, if you don't understand what's like creation and just like um this being a matrix, then is you go believe, because then somebody listening, okay, Richard, my aunt had it really bad, right? Like I do believe the virus is real. Don't get me fucking wrong. But the level that it affects you is all about you and your belief. If you walk around thinking you go catch it, and people in your reality go mirror that command.
Right.
People like you and me, I'm like, even when this shit first popped off, my soul said bullshit. And I
Yeah.
knew it was fucking the world, the whole entire globe, the whole entire world is stopping. Well, people don't fucking know. If you
Mhm.
get deep, this shit was planned. So it's something called Event 201. They had a mock simulation of everything that's going on right now. And that was directed and funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation as well. How you gonna have a pre-mock about something that ain't happened yet, bro?
Yep.
Then
Yeah.
then it leaked out that Fauci funded the shit. So people don't know this information. So then when we talk about it, like, you being insensitive. No, this shit was fucking planned, bro. This ain't about safe. This is about control and adopting some new shit that they wanted to implement the whole fucking time.
I agree. I mean there's so many theories and thoughts on how this originated and things like that. And they're more and more they're going back to that actual lab in Wuhan, to where it escaped and not that wet market. And I think personally, I mean, out of everything the possibilities, I think China released a virus
Mm-hmm.
to the world to see how we would respond to mass global panic. And I mean, our country, we fucking
Bro,
failed bad.
bro.
I mean, everybody got fucked by it, but China's over there taking notes, man. They're over taking notes. I don't know. That's personally, that's what I think. You can read anything and get into anything that you want.
You gotta do your
But
research. I just always encourage just doing research, man. Just don't take
yeah,
shit at
absolutely.
face value. My mom, I use her as an example because she's heavy in the matrix right now. She says she only trusts what the news says. She doesn't trust anything online. I'm like, they already got you for life at this rate.
Yep.
You their slave.
Yep.
You their slave at this rate.
Yeah, and I am like an old person. I watch the damn news all the time. I don't know why. I've always been like that. I've always read news articles. I've always been addicted to it. I just love getting new information. That's how I learn. As
Mhm.
you know, I don't like reading books. I hate reading books. I don't know why. I just
Of
hate
course.
reading books. I don't know, man. I haven't tried it in a while. Maybe it'd be something
Do you
I'd
listen to
like.
audio at least?
Yeah, I do. I do listen to some audiobooks.
I'm gonna put you on after this episode. I'm gonna put you on to. I listen to. I got a bunch of friends who are on podcasts too. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on to some shit, bro. We go
All
push
right.
down that rabbit hole, bro.
All right, man. All right. Yeah, I'm not opposed to getting back into trying it. And but I don't know. It's like it, in the news, they all have their own agenda. And like I don't stick to one news channel. I'll watch CNN, I'll watch Fox, I'll watch all that shit. And it's like it's all different perspectives. And if you're watching that same shit every day, I mean that's ingrained in you. That's what you're gonna believe. It's because you're hearing an authority telling you, this is what happened, this is how it is, and this is my opinion on it, and this is how I feel. So obviously, anyone watching that's going to be like, you know what, that kind of makes sense, and just keep falling down that rabbit hole. And
I'm
that's
about
what's
to blow
happening.
your mind. I'm about to blow your mind.
Do it,
What
bro.
if I told you that a lot of those news footages that they have for like broadcast and shit? What if I told you a lot of that shit was CGI?
Oh shit.
What if I told you a lot of that shit was CGI? For example, when they show you like footages in like the hospital or like just different scenes. What if I told you a lot of that shit was CGI? Because think about
What?
it. People don't know this, bro. I got a couple homies who heavy into this and they opened my eyes. Obama and Oprah had admit so they admit a lot of shit, but you just gotta pay attention. They had this little broadcast, and then he said Obama's like, remember that coverage when you thought me and Oprah was in the same room? Surprise, it was CGI. They tell you in your fucking face. So now you gotta think, it's the news is bullshit to me personally, but a lot of the shit, is that real?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I didn't think about that.
But think about it. You get all these movies when we think the shit is real, like the Avengers. We think a lot of the action scenes, we think that's real as fuck, not a CGI. So what
Yeah.
makes
Oh
you
yeah,
think? What makes
that
you
was
think
real.
the news ain't doing that shit? They got this
Yeah.
same amount of technology.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now there's new technology out with with CGI. I mean, it's a form of CGI, but it's like AI driven, and it's like I saw a specific video. It was Obama, and there are four images of him on the screen,
Hmm.
all saying the same speech.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you probably
yeah.
seen it, and it's like which Obama is real?
Hmm.
And it's like you look at each one of them, mouths moving exactly with the words, facial expressions perfect on each one of them, and the dude's like, none of them are real. It's like, what? If somebody can do that, like that's scary. That's scary as fuck. That's scary. And people are being able to get more access to it. Shit like that is only gonna get worse as time goes on, dude.
Bro, they tell you. Have you ever, okay, for example, downtown Chicago, you got the ABC 7 news theater. I mean, news station. I didn't put two and two together until like I went down this news rabbit hole. That green screen they got in the back, they literally telling you. So when you watching it from the TV, that green screen turned into whatever the fuck they projecting on that shit. They literally fucking telling you in your fucking face, bro. They literally
Yeah,
fucking telling you in your fucking face.
like, yeah, they are. That's crazy to think about, man. I never really thought about it that way. But yeah, I mean, it's the truth. Like with technology, the way things are going, like I said, it's only going to get worse. I think a lot of things are only going to get worse. I think we're just I think this COVID-19 craziness is just the very beginning of what's going to happen globally, and I don't know. And then you got climate change, and you got everything else, and
They
all
trying
these
to tell you the
issues.
sun ain't good for you, bro. When I sunbathe and I feel alive, I feel recharged like a motherfucker after that. It
Yeah,
is like all you got, like you got different. Like we talking about aliens earlier. You got different beings out here, right? You got your reptilians, right? So a lot of the people who trying to block the sun are reptilians, just in disguised as humans, right? So I'm like, unless people know this, then they ain't gonna put two and two together. But climate, that climate shit, there's if you tell me the sun is bad for me, then everybody should be dead by now at that point. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the sun is what literally keeps us alive. So,
Mhm.
I mean, it literally keeps us alive. That freaking glowing flame in the sky. That's pretty nuts. I'm watching a show. They call it the God Flame. It's like that's kind of cool. But
Come on, man.
um, but yeah, no, I feel you. But I think the Earth changes its climate all the time. It's just in history. I mean, we've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do I think we're contributing to that changing faster? Absolutely. Personally, yeah,
1,000%.
absolutely.
1,000%.
All that shit we're putting in the atmosphere that this world ain't used to. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's not good, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like anything entering your body that's foreign that your body don't like. It's the same thing.
Go
But
reject that shit.
I mean, but what you and I can do really, like maybe we could, switch to cardboard straws or, cut down on our plastic usage when it's not us, it's the corporations.
Yep.
It's just how things are. There's nothing you and I can do about it. Like there's nothing. Like, I don't know.
It just gotta be systems in place that's sustainable long term, right? Me and you, like not littering, for example. Yeah, that's our contribution to it, right? To helping it, but it has to be a global scale and systems in place that stops that from happening. Otherwise, shit, ain't shit finna change, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, same with like renewable energy. Like we're so used to, coal and natural gas and all kinds of, crude materials from the earth, and now we're trying to switch the mindset to, okay, we can get power from the sun, and we can build more dams and get more electricity naturally. People aren't accustomed to that, and it's gonna be different. I mean, so many jobs and so many industries, like uh, gas industry. I mean, it employs so many people, and we went to Afghanistan for 20 years. In my opinion, all for the oil. It was all for that oil,
Bro, come
all
on,
of it,
man.
all of it. And and for us to switch that mindset into a renewable source, that's gonna be
Yeah,
generations, bro,
because
generations.
all war is just for business and profit. I mean,
Oh,
come on, man.
welcome to the USA.
You feel me? It's like the fucking pharmaceutical company that's all for profit. They're not in business to cure you, bro. They in business to make you a fucking customer for life. Like I was having this conversation with my brother. He was taking and again, if you feel like you have to take certain medicines. I'm not knocking you or anything like that. So I like to make disclaimers before I go on rants and shit. My brother, he's going through depression, but I keep telling his ass that like for people who don't know about depression. Depression is just literally your body telling you it's tired of playing the character that you're playing, right? So when I was going through my personal depression, I was holding on to a version of Richard that wanted to just be done. So the new Richard can be reborn, right? Or be born. So until you're ready to step into that, you're gonna feel not good. You're gonna feel like, I'm tired of being here, blah, blah, blah. So my brother going through what he's going through, and he was like, I know you don't believe in mental health. I'm like, I've never fucking said I don't believe in mental health. I've gone through my own depression. Like, I've been depressed a great deal of my life. I'm just now in a level of awareness where I understand it and how to navigate and understand what it's trying to show you individually. So he was like, well, he has to subscribe to these pills, and they're making me feel I'm bipolar and moody, but I don't know if that's me. And I'm like, no, that's the fucking side effects of the pill. And then you need a new subscription to combat whatever that side effect is, and then you just keep pouring money in their pockets. I'm like, it's all a fucking scam, bro. So like, do you
Oh
have
yeah.
people don't understand you have to do the inner work. Until you do the inner work, nothing's gonna change.
No, no, it's not. You're right. When you're talking about depression, I've got anxiety, depression, ADHD. I've lived with that my whole life. Definitely grew out of the ADHD part mostly, but I mean, I'm medicated for anxiety. So
Mhm.
for 3 years, I've been on medication. I've been on Klonopin, and
Mhm.
that's some serious shit, dude. And the only reason I had to take it because I was having panic attacks every day.
Mhm.
I couldn't function. I couldn't keep a job. I felt weird. I feel weird every day. Lightheaded, just weird shit. But you know, I'm trying to get off
Mhm.
that drug right now. I'm actually trying to wean myself off and try to go back to where it was, but it's scary because it's like, the withdrawal symptoms are shit from this,
Yeah.
dude. I missed work Thursday. That's why I
Oh
was having,
shit.
yeah, I was having withdrawal symptoms because I think I stopped. I was taking too little, too quickly.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to boot the shit because it's real bad. Long term effects like Alzheimer's, early onset Alzheimer's, dementia, memory loss, and I already got the memory loss shit, man. That sucks, but yeah, I mean, it's all for profit, and it's like, all right, now, I mean, the physician, when I talked to her about like weaning myself off, she's like, oh, what if we try this at the same time? And it's like, okay, no. It's like, I'd rather, my whole point was like, I want to get off meds in the first place,
Mhm.
but my biggest fear is like, what if I go back to those panic attacks and shit when I'm finally off of it? And it's terrible. So it's just
It is.
another rabbit hole.
Damn, bro. Thank you for sharing. I didn't even know that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with me, man. I have
Yeah.
I got a homie. Her name is Kara. She had a spiritual awakening last year, and she was took a like a she subscribed to multiple like prescriptions. She was taking the medicine, and then when she had a spiritual awakening, she saw like everything for what it was, and she was able just to kind of just like do the inner work and understand certain things. But I had anxiety um too. What helped me was, I know you don't read, but I'll send you I'll send you I'll send you some other resources. But meditation, because I had it bad, bro. I would stay up to like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning every night, just overthinking like, what if this happened? What if that happened? Like the worst case scenarios, when your mind is playing,
Oh yeah.
going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like I always, like anybody who has anxiety, who's ever through that shit, like that shit sucks ass. Fucking sucks ass. Like
It's
um
horrible.
it's fucking horrible, bro. But you're a prisoner of your own mind.
Mhm.
That's the
There's
fucked up.
there is no escape. There's no
Mm-hmm.
escape. I mean, you could try your hardest and do what you can to do to help alleviate it. It'll always be there. It'll always be there.
What I
Always.
recommend too, just I was constantly reprogramming your mind is the go be the biggest thing for anybody listening to this, anybody's dealing with anxiety. Reprogramming your mind every day. So that's listening to audio. That's even if it's a book you find interesting, right? I'm really big on manifestation books and programming my mind and just like certain matrix shit. So that would be my daily consumption, along with media of people who are reminding me how powerful I am, reminding me I'm the creator of my reality, right? So instead of, like, for example, instead of watching the news, you switch that to a new news source of information that's actually uplifting your vibration, uplifting
Right.
your consciousness, kind of thing. And it's like the more you do that, for me personally, my anxiety was done. So now you still have your thoughts where you go down your rabbit hole, but then you stop yourself. Okay, this thought doesn't feel good. So why am I continue to think this thought?
Yeah.
Let's switch it. Let's shift the perspective a little bit. I'm gonna put you on some shit, bro. I'm gonna put you on some shit. I got you.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, anxiety is rough, man. I mean, those panic attacks are a real fucking deal. Like, I mean, I went to the ER each time I had one because
Damn.
the same thing as the symptoms of a heart attack and anxiety attack are the same. Your chest hurts, you're just hyperventilating, you feel like you're gonna die, like you feel like you're dying. And it's the scariest shit, dude. And for me to find this magical drug that I'm taking now that totally wiped them out, like I've not had a panic attack since I've been on this shit. And
You're addicted to it
super,
at that point.
yeah, and I'm super appreciative of that because I don't like feeling like I'm dying now.
Yeah, that's not a great feeling, bro.
No, it's not a good feeling. But it's scary. I don't know, it's scary, but like you said, you got to find your own outlet. So I started exercising, and I'm doing a little bit more reading on the subject, on online
You
articles,
just
not
hate
books.
reading, bro. What's up with you and these books,
i
man?
I don't like the turn the
Ah,
page. I don't know, man.
well,
I don't
read it
know,
on your
dude.
phone, man. That's why they get fucking ebooks, bro.
I know, dude. I know. I don't know. I read articles. I don't know. I guess I haven't tried. I haven't tried reading books in a long time. So maybe I
Something
should
that's
just pick
not
up the
something
damn
that's
book.
actually interesting to you. If it's, I'm not gonna read some
Right.
bullshit that I don't want to fucking read, but it's books.
Right.
Okay, I want to dive deep into this shit. It ain't gonna be like no 700-page book, but or just a chapter that you. Okay, anybody listen to this? Abraham Hicks, love Abraham Hicks. She's they are a group of beings who this woman is channeling during the time. So she just reminds you how powerful you are and how to manifest shit. I recommend that to anybody. Abraham Hicks, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. That's my fucking Bible. Shit. What else am I reading? Oh, fucking. What's another book I would recommend? Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Abraham Hicks. There's a fucking another one. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I can't fucking remember right now, but I'll put you on to some other ones. But
Yeah.
constant reprogramming of your subconscious mind. It's just shit like that. Little Matrix, even little Matrix books I reread, and just I'm just huge on like conspiracy books and fucking remembering who you are and X, Y, and Z. So I don't like no other shit other than that. It's kind of boring to me.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I should definitely give it another shot. Try to
I
read
got.
read
I'll
some
send you some
books.
audio too, bro. But no podcast too. I'm gonna put you onto some homies.
Yeah.
I've had on the show too that I've it's funny how everything comes full circle. I got two homies, Rambo and Human Vibration. I listened to their podcast for a good minute, and then we started following each other on Twitter and shit. And then they've been on my show a few times, and I was on the exact same show that I was listening to of theirs like a
Oh,
couple of
no
weeks
one.
ago. I was like, fuck, how everything has come full. Like I spent
Wow.
every week listening to y'all. Now I'm actually on your show.
That's crazy.
Like, what the fuck? Like, how fucking cool is this, bro?
It's so dope, dude.
I was like,
That's so dope.
man.
That's
But it's
so
just
dope.
like
Good for you, man.
I never listened to podcasts before. Like before I started my own podcast, I never listened to podcasts. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and listen to somebody talk for an hour and two. Like now I'm like, no, I'd rather this than like listen to the news and like other shit
I know.
that don't contribute to shit.
Yeah, I mean, we can find a podcast about damn near anything in the entire world. It's interesting. I've gotten into podcasts, once they started coming out. A lot of comedy ones, some just funny ass shit that just had me
Man,
dying. But yeah, like I don't know. There's a lot of resources out there, a lot of things that can help you cope with anything that you got anything that you're going through. And it's just we're all in the same world. We're all living day to day. So let's
This
just
human life is hard, bro. People don't
it's
fucking understand that shit, man.
you know,
And I think too, that's why like we have anxiety, we go through depression. Like being a human is fucking hard. We have to wake up every day to go fucking work, even on days you don't fucking want to. You can't, you physically can't. Like that shit is draining, and people don't understand that. It's just like this grind, grind, grind mentality. But we're fucking human. We're not meant to fucking work until we're 70 years old. Like that's I'm not working until I'm 50 or 60. That shit's dead.
no, me
That
neither.
shit's dead.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
didn't come, I didn't come in for that shit.
I'm not about to travel when I can barely stand up and walk on my fucking own and I'm wearing diapers and shit. Like
Come on,
hell
man.
no. I'm going hiking. I'm doing it while I'm healthy and shit, doing it while I'm young. I think that stigma around the whole retire when you're 65, work from 18 to 65, like that's bullshit.
Keeps you keeps you in that that slave fucking whack reel. Then even like corporate life, like corp, like you basically in that bitch until you fucking die.
Yeah.
Pretty much, bro. It makes you think, man. Like lately, there's been questioning my shit a lot more. Like, how long do I see myself working for? Is working for somebody else kind of shit, like making great money, right? I'm able to, travel. I'm able to work remote. I'm able to be over here. But then like, what's next for Richard, right? Just diving fully into my sole purpose, diving fully into coaching, fully into, my book, and just being fully in what I came here to do and walking away from that and actually doing something that fulfills me versus I need to do this for a paycheck. And I think that's where a lot of people are at right now, especially with, I think, and credit to, because one thing about the whole lockdown and the whole pandemic is it forced people to think about what's next for them. Are they actually happy? The people we talk to, they got people who ain't coming, don't want to work no more. Cause now they like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's because of that downtime. And then two, the pandemic was meant to wake people up. So everything that's going on right now is all happening how it's supposed to. I always explain reality like this. Everybody are actors, right? So it could be somebody you fucking hate, right? Behind that person is consciousness playing that role to trigger you. If it wasn't for that person saying something outlandish, you wouldn't have had a different thought, or you wouldn't have thought differently. So we're all actors interacting with each other for a purpose. What's going on, the outlandishness of it is waking people up who wouldn't have woken up before because they were that deep in a slumber under the matrix.
Yeah, you're
So
right, man.
when you look at it from that perspective, that's what keeps me level-headed, experiencing all this shit, because I understand why it's happening. And I use episodes. Well, now that's why I created the podcast too, just to be like a positive news source to people, just to remind them of what they wouldn't know because they just didn't have information there to explain it to them.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, the biggest thing this has been for everybody is a big ass wake up call. And now to corporations and businesses and, people not wanting to work at shitty ass jobs for shitty ass pay. Good for them. They're going to chase something else.
Mm-hmm.
And now companies are realizing their employees are valuable. Or we've seen it at our company that we work for. The changes that they've made and trying to keep people, because people aren't, and
Dropping like flies.
yeah, exactly, man. Just people are gonna do what makes them happy, and that scares corporations. Like it scares the shit out of them. So
You would think the concept of keeping your people happy would make them stay. You would think that's not a far-fetched concept, but I guess it is.
it is. It is, because they want you to be like, all right, 9 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday until you die.
Don't take no time off. We want you to grind.
Yeah, and it's like, it is a grind, man. And a lot of people, it is hard, like you said, with it's like this, I got to do this for a paycheck, so I can realize my full dream or do what I always wanted to do, and to make that step is so hard. Like it's so hard because I mean you got a guaranteed paycheck, you got with your regular job, and you got your dream and what you really want to do. And to achieve that dream, you still gotta pay your damn bills. So that's the hardest part, man. And people just don't people are starting to realize that now. And I think that's what we're seeing in the labor shortage we have going on at the moment. So
Hey, it's just people look so know what came here to do. People waking up. It's more than life than working. It's more than life than being the dope. Like it's more than life than what we see. And now we're just tired and we want something different. And now we're gonna come as a unity consciousness where we are raising the vibration of the earth and the universe and just creating a utopia that we're supposed to be fucking living in. So me and you are doing our parts. There's multiple realities in this bitch. Anybody who listening to this shit right now, my big fucking takeaway of anything, your thoughts and how you perceive life is a ripple effect. Okay. So if you're listening to this episode right now, you are on the same level of awareness and vibration, because the reason why you're called to listen to this episode right now. Okay. Now, the way that you can help change the world is about how you speak of it, right? If you're speaking gloom and doom, you're shifting to that timeline. You shift into that dimension where that's happening versus, okay, I see how the world is, but I see why it's happening, and this is what I want to experience next. When you identify with that timeline, because I like you will say something like, for example, bro, you'll say, I mentioned to you, why don't you, have your own dispensary one day? You was like, that costs 200 and something. I'm like, I didn't ask you how much it fucking costs. I just said, why don't you have a fucking dispensary one day? It's gonna be when you manifest shit. You don't worry about the logistics. Like I know I'm a million multi-millionaire this life. I don't know fucking how, but I know that that's the vibration that I'm on. So you hold yourself in that vibration of, okay, for example, you have a conversation with yourself, bro. Okay, damn, I got 3 new strains coming into the shop this week. I want to go to the shop and sample them out. I'm taking me and my lady right there. After we grab breakfast, we go to the shop and go try them out. You got to have those conversations. Universe, okay, we finna put shit into your reality to get you to that shit. You can have anything you want in this bitch, anything,
yeah, you're
anything.
right, man. You're right. That's a great point, man. And it is hard for me to realize that it isn't. It's just mindset, dude. It's just mindset. It's the manifestation of it. Just speak it into reality, and it will become your reality. And I mean, you're right, man. I'd love to start my own dispensary. Well, really, my own grow up, but didn't love growing.
Look, it's
Yeah,
already
and it's
happening, brother.
I know, man. It's like you said, it's like that paycheck. It was just I needed to stay alive. And it's like, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't know. I think a lot of it's knowing people too, especially in that industry. You gotta know people.
But then too, bro, you have for example, you in a store and you bump into somebody and you're having a conversation. Buddy mirrors what you need, that connect to get to the next level, right?
Mhm.
Those synchronicities we talking about, right place, right time, because you created that shit. That's all it is. That's all it is.
You're right, man.
That's all it is. Bro, I always ask this last question to my guests, man. We getting a little deep. What would your message be to humanity during this time?
Stay positive. Just stay positive. There's no reason to not be positive. Keep your head up. Whatever you're going through, you can get through it. Just find yourself, take some time, and just realize that life's too short to fret over shit, and just keep going, man. Just keep going. Stay positive.
Hey, DJ Big
Got
Bank,
this.
man. Got this, man. You fucking got this, beautiful people.
Let's fucking
Look,
go.
man, Andrew had to leave the episode with a nice little mic drop. Guys, as always, I love you. Like, subscribe, comment. I want to hear from you. Again, if I'm not on YouTube on that week, rest assured it's on Apple and Spotify. If it's just a solo episode, sometimes I can't be fucked to record on video. It's just gonna be audio for the episode. But just know it's episodes dropped every single fucking Sunday. I've never missed a Sunday, and I never will. So expect the episode every Sunday. We've been doing this for fucking a year and a half now. I think it is at this rate. We finna fucking keep going.
Let's go.
Until
Let's
I own a. My big goal is a media company. So whenever that shit happen, you know, we good. But episodes drop every Sunday, everybody. But as always, man, you the creator of your reality. Everything you think, feel, and say shapes your personal matrix. Be kind to others. We are freedom of choice. As long as we love each other, then love is the way, baby. Andrew, you welcome on anytime, bro. I'm excited to. I'm actually gonna drop this shit tomorrow. So this is gonna be Sunday's episode. So I'm looking forward to sharing it, man. And let's you welcome on the show anytime, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, Rich. I love you, buddy.
Love you too, brother.